Hi and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. Thanks for stopping by. You're very welcome indeed. So today's video is as a result of an email I was sent by a viewer called Matthew, who has been in contact with a NMN company called Tonic, a company that I have reviewed on the channel previously. And he was asking them about their certificate of analysis for their trans-resveratrol. They sent him the certificates of analysis and on first inspection they seem to be fairly valid. However, a little bit more digging, a little bit more reading in detail, and there's about another 7 more questions that I would like Matthew to ask Tonic, which they will need to answer honestly before I think I would consider buying trans-resveratrol from Tonic. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Let's look at the email exchange between Matthew and Tonic, and let's look at the certificates of analysis that was sent to him by that company. So if we look at the first email, you can see this is from Matthew to me, and he says, "Hi Vince, please see the 2 PDFs attached along with the email trail. I did contact the third-party lab and confirmed the science certificate was completed by the lab director. I researched the lab a bit and they seem like a legit company from near Long Island, New York." And the second paragraph, he thanks me for running the channel. So that's his email to me, attaching the 2 PDFs that we're going to look at in this presentation. So let's look at the second email. And this is the first or possibly the second email from Matthew to Tonic, because he says, "Hi Joy, for resveratrol there is no certificate of authenticity. That shows a third-party lab test for purity in heavy metals. Do you have a certificate? Also, where is the resveratrol sourced from? I'm not asking where it's manufactured, I'm asking the country of origin. Thank you." And that's good, because I do mention on the channel quite often that if you're unsure where the companies say that their product is from, ask them where the country of origin is and not where it's manufactured. We're always talking about this with regard to NMN, when companies say it's made in the USA, manufactured in an FDA approved facility, when we know what they mean is packaged or encapsulated in the USA and made in an FDA approved facility in China. So kudos for Matthew for asking exactly the right question here. Let's now take a look at Joy's reply to Matthew. "Hi Matthew, we are more than happy to assist with this. Attached, please see CoA information as well as the latest third-party testing documentation for our resveratrol. Our pharmaceutical grade trans-resveratrol comes from the root." So I'll stop there. I don't think you can get pharmaceutical grade trans-resveratrol. Trans-resveratrol is not a pharmaceutical. It's not a drug. It's a supplement. So she goes on to say it's made from Japanese knotweed and is sourced from China. Traditionally used in Chinese and Japanese medicine. She says, "I hope this helps. Please don't hesitate to contact us again, or if there's anything else we can assist with." So let's take a look at the 2 documents that Joy has sent. Let's now take a look at the first document that Tonic has sent to Matthew. And this is the certificate of analysis, and it comes from Health Level 1 Inc. There's a lot of dead space at the bottom of the letter, so I'm just showing you the whole letter to begin with, and I'll show you a zoomed in version on the data at the top in the next couple of slides. So that's the first document they sent. So let's now take a look at the second document that was sent by Joy to Matthew, and this is the certificate of analysis. Again, this is the whole document, so I have not cropped this. This is all they sent to him. Certificate of analysis as a header. No actual header with addresses, etc. No page number at the bottom. Now, when I show you this with the important info on the analysis letter, all I'm going to do is crop the top part, which is where all the important data is. So let's now take a look at the 2 certificates sent to Matthew together, because there are still, in my eyes, at least 7 other questions I would want to ask Tonic about the quality of their documentation. First of all, the product name on the certificate on the left is trans-resveratrol, and the product name of the certificate on the right is just resveratrol. If you send this to a quality third-party tester, such as Micro Quality Labs, it will list exactly what the product name is. And we've got a disparity here between the two product names. Also, both documents are called a certificate of analysis. So where did the certificate analysis on the left come from? I don't think that came from Health Level 1. The certificate of analysis on the left, as we said before, has been cropped for some reason. The header and the footer are missing. So there's no address, as you can see on the certificate of analysis, which is from Health Level 1, which is on the right. There's nothing on the report on the left that ties it in any way to the certificate of analysis on the right. And even if you go down as far as the font type, the font size, the colors, the design used, nothing links these two documents together. Each document has got batch numbers, code numbers, report numbers, laboratory control numbers. None of those numbers, again, link one document to the other. There's nothing that makes one document belong to the other. The analysis report on the left has got no date. Now, I think the date and all of the pertinent information with regard to that certificate was in the header, and that's been cut off. And I would want to ask Tonic, why have they cropped that document? Why can't we see the other details of that certificate of analysis as we can with the certificate of analysis on the right? If you look on the letter on the right, the certificate, top right corner, page 1 of 1. That is a standalone document. If the certificate analysis on the left came from the same company, then that should be page 2 of 2, or it should at least be an annex. It's another thing that leads me to believe the certificate on the left has got nothing to do with Health Level 1 Inc., which is the letter on the right. If you look at the certificate of analysis on the left, you can see there the quantity that was sent for testing is 400 kilograms. Now, did Tonic send 400 kilograms to Health Level 1 to get tested? I don't think so, because 400 kilograms, we're talking about a bulk raw material. If you look at the test, it says that resveratrol that was tested was 600 milligrams and it was 2 capsules. So the certificate on the left, I think, is 400 kilograms of raw resveratrol going from a manufacturer to a third-party tester in China, and the header and the footer of that letter has got Chinese details. That's why it's been cropped off. The other thing to consider is that the certificate of analysis on the right, the test that was carried out on the 2 capsules of 600 milligrams was for resveratrol. So you can't even guarantee that what you're receiving from Tonic, which has been tested by Health Level 1, is actually trans-resveratrol, because they say they've only tested for resveratrol. Whereas if you used a company like Micro Quality Labs, they would be a lot more specific on exactly what was tested. So those are the 7 questions that I think Matthew should ask Tonic before he goes forward with his purchase. Well, I hope you found that interesting or informative, hopefully both. I'd be interested to know, would you want to ask the same 7 questions of Tonic, or are there more questions you would like to ask? And even if they did answer those questions satisfactorily, would you consider buying resveratrol or trans-resveratrol, whichever one it is, from this particular company? I'd be interested to see what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Well, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next video. As always, please take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.